Welcome to Adventures in Millerland. I'm Carrie.
I'm Chris.
Today we are going to talk about some of our favorite Disneyland memories.
Do you see the castle? See that castle? That's Aurora's castle.
I remember when we brought the girls for the first time, you were a little bit disappointed because you wanted to go on all the rides we normally went on, and we couldn't do those anymore because we had a baby and an almost 3-year-old in a stroller. So I was like, oh, well, we're going to be waiting in line for princesses. And you didn't seem like a really big fan of that idea.
I was not a big fan of that idea, but I understood. I'd much rather be going on rides though.
Yeah, and we eventually did the ride switching share thing, but the first time we went to Disneyland, probably the first few times, it was really about the experience with our girls. But we really came to love our character experiences, which is something I didn't even know about at all until we brought our kids there and they were getting older. Yeah, when they were little, I remember we weren't planning on getting a lot of souvenirs or anything like that, but we did always get them the autograph book.
Yeah.
And we went in, Ariel was at the front. We got the autograph from Ariel and and the photo op and everything. And then we started walking into the park. And when we walked in, we didn't know Ariel was walking near us, and she just grabbed Alyssa's hand and held her hand as we were walking in together. That was really fun.
Yeah, I totally, that memory sticks out really clear to me because I was taking a picture of you guys as you were walking into, as she was kind of walking you three into Main Street area.
Yeah.
And then she just brought us right up to Mickey, and we took a picture with Mickey, and it was such a fun way to start our day with our girls.
Yeah. So our first favorite memory or set of memories is character interactions.
I totally remember Alyssa meeting Pluto the first time. She could not stop hugging him. And I tried to tell her, Alyssa, your turn's kind of over. There's other kids in line. And it was kind of funny. Pluto, sort of without Alyssa realizing it, kind of waved me off. And it was super cute.
Lindsay meeting Mickey the first time we went to Disneyland with them is just an amazing memory. I remember she loved him so much, and we didn't even realize how much she loved him until she just wouldn't stop hugging him. Yeah. And then the last time that day that we saw him.
We saw him 3 times.
3 times that day. We waited in line to see him. She hugged him. We took another picture. And then she walked away, and then she ran back and hugged him again.
Yeah, I think that was actually Mickey's house in Toontown.
Oh, yeah. And then even as she got older, she still really loved Mickey.
Yeah, it was so cute. In California Adventure, he was on the red trolley car that drives through Buena Vista Street area, and she saw him, and she was waving at him, trying to get his attention, and it was so dang cute. She was like, I don't care how old she was.
Maybe 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah. And so, I mean, as you see in the video, she waves at him. She comes over. He saw me. He waved at me. It was so cute.
Yeah.
And with the girls getting a little bit older, they were doing more meet and greets. And Lindsay and Alyssa had one time with the Evil Queen, and over by Snow White's wishing well. Yeah. And Lindsay had a picture of princesses on her shirt. And the Evil Queen noticed that Snow White was there. She wasn't happy about that, and she made Lindsay know that. But it was kind of funny how Lindsay reacted with her. And then Alyssa, I think with you trying to help her a little bit, tries to tell the Evil Queen a knock-knock joke, and that was super awesome.
Yeah, it was. That really is one of my favorite things, and one of my very favorite memories is just how we interacted with those characters. I did not realize before that age just how I guess well-trained the cast is. They're all amazing actors. They know everything about their character, and they are so fun and so funny. I remember Cruella telling the girls after she signed their autograph book, telling the girls to shoo.
I'm done with you. Shoo now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun. And then for the last character interaction memory that I remember really well is I think on that same trip where they interacted with Cruella, Evil Queen, the girls went up to Peter Pan, and they had just been in a Disney Junior show, and I think one of them had some of the little gold doubloons that drop from the ceiling. And Peter Pan sees that they have a gold doubloon and starts interacting with them, asking if they saw Jake. And it was so fun that he just noticed that and interacted with him like that. And then it was awesome because Peter asked the girls to give Tinkerbell a message.
Yeah.
And it was super, super fun.
Tell her I said hi too. Maybe you can give me a message. Yeah? You ready? You ready taking the message? Ready? You're gonna say hi, Tinkerbell. Peter Pan says hi, and he goes, okay. Will you do that? Will you do it?
Okay.
Do you promise? And then will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her I said, okay.
Let's say this. He did that. No, he did not.
Now tell me what he said. Just say, you said something different.
What did he just? No, he did not. That's Peter Pan. Why would I tell you to tell me that? I thought he was gonna blow me a kiss. Thank you.
Another favorite set of some of our memories, I think, has a lot to do with food.
Yeah.
And all the food Disney has, all the snacks they have. I mean, honestly, when I go to Disney now, half of the fun that I have is trying all the different food items.
Yeah, I think that we have covered that thoroughly on our Disney World
Yep.
vlogs. But
Yep.
right now we're just talking about Disneyland.
Yep.
When I try to think about my favorite foods at Disneyland, it's really hard. There's so many delicious things we've tasted.
Yep.
But Storyteller's Cafe, we've been
Yeah.
there twice.
Yep.
And it is the best, probably the best buffet I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And plus, it has amazing character interactions too.
Yeah. That's what, for me, that's what really kind of makes it awesome. The food's really good.
It is really good.
Yeah, but especially the brunch. You gotta go for the brunch. Don't go for the breakfast because
Well, that's the only thing we've done.
yeah,
there,
that's
is the
all.
brunch.
But they have kind of all the breakfast stuff plus like the carving station and everything else. It's so good.
Yeah, and we'll link to that video too because we
Yeah.
have a video about that. So I'd say Storyteller's Cafe, definitely a favorite food. That raspberry rose Mickey macaron.
Yeah,
Macaron? Macaron.
French.
From Jolly Holiday.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that is delicious. I know we have a funny picture
Yep.
of Alyssa trying to steal a bite of my macaron.
Yep.
And I was getting, I mean, I think I was pretending to be mad. I don't think I was really mad. But yeah, she was trying to steal a bite. And I don't know if she got,
Our girls legit do that quite a bit. They try to
Yeah.
steal a bite or sip if we're not looking.
That's true. We also have that. My other favorite was the pumpkin milkshake.
Yep.
And I remember somebody was stealing a
Lindsay
bite
was
of that
trying to, I was looking away and you're like, oh, look at that one. And I turned back and Lindsay's actually taking a nice big gulp of it.
Yeah. But I remember also getting Alyssa back by having her taste some of my iced coffee. And we have a really funny video of her reaction to that coffee.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pop?
Okay, I know you have a lot of food that you probably want to talk about, but we have to talk about the bacon cheddar ale soup at what is it
Pacific
called?
Wharf Cafe?
Pacific Wharf Cafe, and it was only
California Adventure.
California
Yeah.
Adventure. It's only there around Halloween, and I know they have it this year, and I want to go so bad.
Yeah.
Not just for that reason, but for lots of reasons.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, that soup is so delicious.
In a bread bowl.
Yeah,
It's
in
the
a bread
best.
bowl, in a sourdough bread bowl. And yeah, we do have a video of that. That's on our Oogie Boogie video, I think, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are your favorite food memories?
Num Num Cookie
Yeah.
is so good. It's like half uncooked in the middle and it's super gooey and you can't just pick it up and eat it. You gotta like eat it out of its tray.
Yeah,
It's
at
so good.
California Adventure
Yeah.
by the Incredicoaster.
Yeah, yeah. And then shrimp and grits at Ralph Brandon's Jazz Kitchen in downtown Disney. Wow. And I have to give myself a little bit of props.
I was just about to give you props, but go ahead, give yourself the props.
Okay. No, you give it to me. That's fine.
Well, I think was it my 40th birthday?
I think so.
Yeah, it was not that long ago. My 40th birthday, he found the recipe for the shrimp and grits and he made it for me. And I think it was even better.
I think so too.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah. This is going to sound a little bit bad. Maybe. I don't know. I loved it. For some
Okay.
parents out there, they wouldn't dream of doing this, going to Disneyland without their kids
And without your
and
wife.
without you.
I didn't even say that. Oh my gosh.
I went down to SoCal for a conference for work. And I went like a day early and it was actually super fun. I went to Disneyland by myself. Only time I've ever done that. I would be okay doing it again.
Well, like I said, you're the bigger Disney fan.
True. But what was so fun about it was I could totally go throughout the whole day at my own pace. I hit a few single rider lines. We'll talk about rides later. But I could like sit down at Jolly Holiday, enjoy like a Mickey macaron.
Without anyone stealing a bite.
Without having to share it.
Yeah. Without having to pay for 4.
Yeah. And just enjoy the time. I got a Ronto wrap, which are amazing as well.
Was that the first time you had one?
I think so, yeah. And yeah, everything about that day was so great. But just being able to enjoy all the snacks, all the food. And one of my favorites that I had that day and got to have a whole plate of it to myself was the Monte Cristo sandwich at Cafe Orleans. It was so good.
I think another one of our favorite memories was probably our favorite trip to Disneyland, and that was when my mom and stepdad took us with 4-day passes, us and the girls, and we stayed at the Grand Californian.
Yeah, and that was our first time ever staying at a Disneyland resort hotel, or any kind of Disney resort hotel, and it was just so, I don't want to overuse this word, it was magical. Because we pull in, I remember pulling into the parking, like the driveway, and we also had club level service, which is something we've never experienced before or still haven't again.
Probably never will again.
Probably not. But it was so cool. Like they came up and they gave us amazing service. They like valet parked our car for us. And we go into the lobby, and I just remember I had been in the lobby of the Grand Californian before. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Man, can you imagine staying here one day? And like, I remember going in and it was like, whoa, we're staying here.
Yeah.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, that is an amazing hotel. It's so cool that you have your own exclusive entrance into California Adventure.
Yep.
There's so many neat things about the hotel.
Yeah, there's a club level like lounge or a concierge lounge or something like that where like you could go in any time of the day, not free, let's be honest, but it was included with your room cost with club level service. And there's food in there throughout the day. They had like wine and cheese and snacks in the afternoon and desserts. And they had a great view of the fireworks if you were in there at the time of fireworks.
Yeah.
And one thing about that trip, we didn't take a ton of pictures or even video of our experience at the hotel. Like we took pictures and video of us at the parks with the girls and your mom and your stepdad. But oh my gosh, like I wish we would have like recorded that more. And that's one of the great reasons I love that we vlog now, because we can really like document everything that we're doing when we go on these trips. And I wish we had more of that. Like the girls in the swimming pool on the water slide, they have you and I didn't even go on that one.
No, we were too busy like
in the parks
going on rides when my mom and Ted were watching the girls.
And I wish we would have enjoyed the resort more.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think that we definitely learned a lesson from that trip, that we were staying at this amazing hotel and we basically used it as like a bed and a closet. But we still really did enjoy it.
Well, we did. And the girls even like watched a movie in the lobby one time and took a picture of that. And it was just after Christmas time and like early January. So all the Christmas stuff was still out. The big Christmas tree was in the lobby. Mm-hmm. And I just wish that we had more to remember our time at the resort.
So the trip that we got to stay at the Grand California was definitely one of my favorite Disney memories. Our girls were at the perfect age. They got to experience part of it with their grandparents. Mm-hmm. They got to have these amazing character interactions with Elsa and Anna, who they loved at the time. We got to go to Frozen Fun, which was this area that they had at the time since Frozen was really popular, and they had real snow in there that we got to go sledding on. There was snow falling from the sky. Olaf was there. Oh my goodness, it was just amazing, magical experience.
Yeah, and even when we did spend a little bit of time with Elsa and Anna, when the girls met them, it was so fun. Like, I remember Anna braiding Lindsay's hair and Alyssa showing off her like foot stomp move to Elsa to like create ice on the ground. And all that was just so fun. The time that Elsa and Anna spent with the girls, it just meant so much, and it was so fun.
I love how they do that. It's kind of like the thing you were saying with Pluto, how the characters, it's like every single child, they put so much heart into interacting with them.
The cast members are amazing. So another great set of memories we have is our ride memories. All the different rides that we've gone on with the girls, and there's way too many to talk about. Oh yeah. A couple really stand out to me. And one of them is when Lindsay, I went on, I can't remember the name of the coaster in Toontown, but There's a video of me with Lindsay, and she just is having a blast and having fun, and her reaction at the end was so cool.
Yeah.
And then another one that stands out to me is going on Thunder Mountain with Alyssa, and there's actually, I think, video of me going on it with her and my dad in the same row, and it's always been her favorite ride.
Yeah, and it was really funny because that is a roller coaster, and we would always tell her that other roller coasters were just like Thunder Mountain, and she always refused to go on every other roller coaster. Yeah. She wouldn't go on Space Mountain. Yeah. She really wouldn't go on anything. But Alyssa would go on Thunder Mountain over and over and over.
Even to this day, I think that's still her favorite ride.
Well, now that she's gone on the Incredicoaster, she'll say that's her favorite ride.
That's true. Yeah, definitely her favorite ride in Disneyland Park.
Yes.
Yeah. A few other really quick ones. Going on the teacups with the girls. They love going on that with me because I spin it really fast.
And I do not go on. I take pictures and video from the side.
Yeah, and now that they're getting older, I get them to help me too. I mean, just finally being able to do fun, fast rides with the girls is a lot of fun. You waited a long time. I was patient. Sort of. And what about going on the Cars ride with your dad and the girls? And your mom was terrified? My parents went with us. We went to a Halloween party, the one when it was at Disneyland. Yeah. But the next day we went to California Adventure. We went on Radiator Springs Racers. There's video of it, and it's priceless. My mom is freaking out because they're going so fast, clinging onto my dad for dear life. And my dad's having such a blast. He's like raising his fist in the air. My mom's, Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. And what was so funny was in the middle of the ride, he lost his hat. It flew off his head. And we actually found it on the track afterwards. We were able to see it. We actually have a picture of him pointing at his hat that we could see on the track. And it was awesome. It was a great memory for me, at least. And then we got him a new hat. Well, not that hat. He didn't keep it. I think the cast members actually found his hat and got it back to him eventually. Yeah. Yeah. So that was awesome. And for me, the last favorite ride memory I have is going on my solo day to Disneyland. Whatever. And I love that she's jealous of that. That's so great now. I'm not really jealous. I mean, well, sort of, yeah. Wouldn't have been when we met. No, I'd be like, go ahead, fine, I'll read my book. Yeah. But going on that, arriving into I got there early because it's always hard with the girls and you to get there before the gates open and do rope drop and all that kind of fun stuff. I love doing that if it's just me. So I did. And I got there before rope drop. And there was a ton of people in the Esplanade waiting to get in to get their virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. It had just opened. It was a month after it opened in 2020. And I get in the park, I find a good spot. I did all the research about where to even stand on Main Street. You can laugh at me all you want, but it worked because I got boarding group 4. Dang it. Yes. So I was so proud of myself. And going on that ride, seeing it all for the first time, I worked really hard to not watch any spoilers. It was fantastic. Yeah, and then you're so fortunate that you got to do that because we had no idea COVID was coming. And the whole park was going to get shut down for however long it was shut down. Long time. Awful. So I've talked a lot about a lot of my favorite ride memories. What about you? I do have a lot of favorite rides and I do love going on rides, but I think what really converted me to being a Disney fan was the magical experiences when our kids were little and interacting with characters. And so I really didn't mind not going on many rides when the girls were little. I do love Soarin' Over California, Soarin' Over the World. Love that ride. I loved Tower of Terror when we had the Tower of Terror. And I love Guardians of the Galaxy now. It's kind of funny though, because I didn't like Disney in the first place very much because I wanted to go on extreme rides. Well, you wanted to go to Magic Mountain or something like that. That's what I wanted to do. Which is great. But now I would much rather go to Disneyland. But, I mean, really it has to do with the quality of service and experience. And I guess I'm just at a different place now, but I really appreciate everything Disney does. I love the experience of going to Disneyland, and I do love the rides. Yeah. We also have a lot of other fun Disney memories, random memories. Yeah, random times when the girls would just start dancing or being silly. And they're that perfect age to do it. Yeah, where they just don't really care about other people around them, what they think of them. And it was always fun to see them having a great time at Disneyland or California Adventure. Yeah, and there was this one time where we were leaving the park. I wanted to stay back and just take some pictures. I think it was at when we were at Oogie Boogie Bash back in 2019. And then something happened that was really crazy. I took a picture of that, Oogie Boogie over California Adventure entrance. And I'm looking at the picture, admiring my photo skills, which aren't great, but it's more the camera that's doing it than me. But I look down in the corner, I'm like, wait, what? There's someone in my picture, dang it. And I'm like, wait, oh my gosh, he's on a knee. He's proposing to her. And it was so cool that I was able to snap that shot of them. And then when I could tell they were kind of winding things down, I slowly went over there and just said, hey, sorry, I'm not a creeper. I ended up taking a picture. I didn't realize you were in it, but you were proposing to her. You guys want to see it? They're like, oh my gosh, yes, that's so cool. And it was so fun to show that to him. And I was able to like airdrop it to him on the spot. It was so fun to actually help make some magic for someone else in that moment. And that was cool.
Another really special memory that I have is that time that we went to Grand Californian with my mom and Ted. And really the reason we were there, staying in that great hotel and being there with my mom and my stepdad, was the sad thing that my grandma had recently passed. And so we were just going really in memory of my grandma. And the crazy thing is, my grandma was like a lot of grandmas, she was a huge Wheel of Fortune fan. Yeah. And I grew up watching Wheel of Fortune with my grandma. And on that trip, while we were there, Pat Sajak and Vanna White were filming in front of the castle. And we saw them, and it was like, it was just like, my grandma would have loved this. Yeah. This is so amazing. Yeah. So as we were putting all these videos and pictures together and thinking about this, I was thinking about how this video is going to turn out, and I thought, man, this just looks like, okay, basically, when you're taking pictures, it's at the best moments, right? Yeah. And it's kind of like with Facebook or Instagram or social media. It's like people are posting their best points. And I was just thinking, I want to make sure people don't think that we just are perfect or something like that. And I don't even mean to say it like that, but like there's lots of moments that aren't captured where kids are arguing or you know, kids are crying, or I mean, it's not just the kids. Sometimes I'm crying, probably. No, maybe not.
Or I'm frustrated because we're not getting on the ride sooner than I want to.
Yeah.
And you're trying to tell me to calm down.
Running off without us. I'm like, wait. So I just wanted to, I thought, I want to make sure this doesn't just look like, oh, look at all of these perfect memories over the years, because we never took pictures of those not so fun times.
Who does take pictures of those?
I mean, I do love that Christmas picture where you see all those kids holding the it's not our picture, but I saw it on Facebook once, like these children crying, holding up the joy sign. Like, I wish we would have
trying to take a family picture.
I wish we would have taken some pictures of our kids having tantrums or something, because those kinds of things happen too.
But what screwed up parent takes says, hold on, keep that face while you're taking a picture when they're going, ah.
Yeah. I wish we had something like that, because it happened often when they were little. It did. And now that they're older, they do, you know, have their moments of arguing and everything. But I just thought we should talk about a couple Disney fails. Yeah. And one that comes to my mind, at least, is Alyssa did not, like Carrie mentioned earlier, did not like going on roller coasters except for Big Thunder Mountain. We tried to get her, we almost kind of tricked her to try to get her on to Space Mountain. Yeah. So it doesn't go upside down. It's kind of fast, but it's fun. There's fun music. And the second she saw like a roller coaster type car that you're sitting in, she just lost it. And she like threw herself on the ground. And I was so focused, like, no, I really want you to go because I want to go. I didn't want to do the rider switch thing, and I really wanted to go and experience the fun of it, but I kind of wanted her to go too so we could all go together. And we let it get out of hand, and she was like a blubbering mess, and I just felt so bad after that moment passed. Like, I'm being such a jerk. Yeah. Not that you're a jerk. That's not why I said I don't think that. But I mean, in those moments, it's like we lack compassion because we're just like, we know you're going to like this if you go on it, and just trying to manipulate into the way that we want something to happen. Yeah. I feel like something that I've struggled with a lot in many ways is I have this idea of, you know, being productive is really important. Multitasking is really important. I think it's like definitely a mom thing where it's like we have so much to do. Well, I've brought that on Disney trips several times. The first one I really remember was I talked earlier about experiencing Lindsay's first time meeting Mickey. Yeah. And we saw him 3 times that day. Well, the first time she met Mickey, I wasn't there because I was waiting in another line because I was trying to be productive. And after I got out of the line and came and saw them, Chris was like, oh my gosh, Lindsay just met Mickey for the first time. It was the cutest thing. And I'm like,
I missed it.
I missed it because I was trying to be like, okay, you do this and I'll do that. And, you know, then we'll go there. And I mean, the same thing happened when we were staying at the Marriott across from Disneyland.
With the big water park.
Big water park, because we're so excited. And I'm like, okay, Chris, you take them down to the water park.
Well, it's our last day. We're checking out in maybe 3 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah, I didn't experience the water park at all with them because I thought, well, we'll be more productive if I go pack everything up and you just go to the water park with them and we'll divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And I mean, in a way, that's the way that you have to do things when they're little, but it just really became a habit for me. And I feel like I did miss out on some fun. And I had a hard time just really being in the moment and enjoying it and experiencing it as a family when they were littler.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the great thing is we're learning. And, you know, now, you know, we try hard to not let those things happen too often. And when they do, we kind of take a pause and we tell our girls, all right, let's stop. Let's spend some time together and figure this out. And when we do that, tensions seem to ease a little bit more and we calm down. And if it happens again, we just have to kind of stop and pause and reset and trust God and give our challenges and our struggles and our worries over to Him in that moment. That's how we roll as a family. Yeah. And so sometimes it's easy to forget that though. And we just get so caught up in the things that we want to do.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't about Disneyland, but that exact situation happened at Disney World.
Yeah, a couple times.
I remember, well, especially the first day, and you were so excited to go, and the girls were having, it just was not going well with them together, and they were both just grumpy. And I remember I was like, we have to talk about this. We have to stop before we go. And I know in his mind he was like, we gotta get in before, you know, we got a rope drop or whatever. But we figured it out, and so that wasn't so much of a fail because I think we did a good job that time.
Yeah.
But
I think it's because we've learned.
Yeah, we're definitely, you know, a family that we want to learn from our mistakes. We know it's okay to make mistakes. We do not expect perfection, and we want to share, you know, our lives with you guys.
We want to be real, and like, even if that means, you know, us at our worst. Or at our best. You know, we don't mind sharing that stuff. Our girls even want to share a couple of their favorite Disney memories with you guys too. So here they are.
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm Alyssa. And my favorite Disney memory is, I think, one of the first times we were going on the Incredicoaster in California Adventure. The first time I got a whiff of the cookies and like that big drop, it was just like, so nice. It was like, just dropping, and it's just, it hits you, and it's just perfection, like living life to the fullest.
Yeah. And my favorite thing was the Incredicoaster itself. It was my first loop-de-loop roller coaster. The fact that it got, like, it was super fast at the beginning, I really liked that part.
Yeah, like the, what's it called?
Lindsay, you don't have to be all precise with this.
No, it's not. It's like the chemical in your brain. It's like the...
This is not school. We're on
it starts with, not the anticipation, the... adrenaline, right, that's what it's called. Yes, I'm very smart. The adrenaline, it's like super rushed. It's like, wait, no, Jack's missing? Oh boy, we gotta find him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it goes super fast. Yeah. So it was pretty cool when, like, I was like really scared to go on it at first, but when I went on it, I like tried, because if you don't try something, you won't know if you like it. And that was like a good memory. Oh, be quiet. Get off me.
So cute.
Do not put this in the video.
Yes, do it.
Please, no.
Subscribe if you want to see more sister love.
No. Put that in the video.
Thanks for watching. Now back to the adult stuff.
Yeah, the boring stuff.
Thank you so much for watching our favorite Disney memories with us. We would love to hear in the comments what are some of your favorite Disney memories. If you don't already, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. We have a lot of really fun adventures coming up. We are going on a Disney cruise in 28 days. We're gonna be going to Hawaii in December.
Hopefully.
I mean, all of these things are hopefully, but
Yeah.
we're going to have some fun videos coming up. So we'd love to share them with you.
Yeah. Thanks again for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you again soon.